Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Steam. In this episode I'm going to be playing this track, Express Shipping I think. I'm going to be playing it on hard because I know that there's like one or two more tracks that I still haven't played on easy or medium or anything like that. But because I haven't played them even on easy and I just went through doing everything on medium reverse, the reason why I didn't play them earlier is because I needed more rank the first time that I got to them. So now I'm going to be playing through all the tracks I've already done on medium reverse, except I'm going to be playing them on hard, and then once I finish those, I might just go back and do Impoppable, rather than still moving forward onto the tracks I haven't played yet. And if you remember, this is something very similar to what I did on the Deluxe Edition, if you've been watching since then. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll do Impoppable first, or if I'll do the whatchamacallit, or if I'll do the tracks that I haven't played yet. Let's get back a couple of those. Yeah, I can put it right there. And then I'll be I want to be using banana farms on these because I am going to be playing the hard mode difficulty or whatever, so I'm going to be going up to round 85 or so. Yeah, I'll be going up to round 85. So the banana farms are going to be very useful for generating more money during that time, and then giving me some extra lives just as a little safety net, since I do only start off with 100. And I could probably, I think there's a triple lives premium upgrade thing in this version. I don't remember though. I'm going to get Ninja Discipline to help me pop those. And this track is not super difficult because the balloons do go back around near that introduction area a couple times. I think because it starts off there one, and then one more time, so two, and then the third time, and then a fourth time as it goes around. So I probably didn't need the Ninja Discipline, but it's just nice to have to sort of shorten the rounds by popping the balloons a little bit sooner. So that one Ninja Monkey should be good for the moment. For a few moments actually, as I get these two banana farms, and then try to upgrade them a little bit. And the reason why I'm upgrading them at these points, or at to these degrees, at these intervals or whatever, is of course I can't upgrade any of them without buying one, obviously. So I need to save up about 1,000, a little more than 1,000, in order to buy the first one. And then once I place it, the first upgrade on the left will increase the amount of money I get for a very small amount, relatively. So then I'll buy that, and then the next upgrade that will increase the amount of bananas that I get is a little more expensive than it costs to buy another banana farm. And while I'm pretty sure it probably does give me more money to just upgrade it rather than to buy a second one, because it is slightly less expensive to buy a second one, I'd rather do that one first, because then it also gives me the lives a bit sooner. But I don't want to get the long life bananas because that doesn't increase the amount of bananas that I get. So so it seems slightly less useful in comparison, because then it's, you know, it's not helping me generate any more money, and that's not good. Hold on, let's see. Is it gonna... There we go, okay. Wasn't sure if that was actually gonna pop it. Obviously it did, so I should probably also get Seeking Shuriken, because that's going to be helpful, and then probably Double Shot as well, just to be sure that my defenses are pretty solid, a little more solid than usual. And then let me go back to the banana farm, and then it's probably going to be the camo balloon in a couple rounds. I didn't check what round it is. Yeah, 22. So then camo balloon in just 2 more rounds, which is part of why I want to get these banana farms up so much, because just that one balloon normally would not give you very many cash, obviously, very many dollars maybe, I guess, but then having these banana farms upgraded so much gives you so much cash for just such a small balloon, basically, because of how that works. And then I really do want to upgrade these a lot before I do the thing. And oh, that's right, lead. I'm gonna throw in just one unupgraded bomb tower, just so that they can pop the lead layer to some degree. And then I still want to get these upgraded a little bit more. I'm not going to get them up to valuable bananas yet, obviously, but This bomb tower is just going to be useful for the anti-lead, clearly. Doesn't have camo detection, so I'm going to need to upgrade that before I get to, or upgrade to give it camo detection before I get to the, whatchamacallit. And actually, you know what, I'm going to go for cluster bombs right now, and then thanks to the amount of money that I'm getting from the banana farm, we're going to be going for the balloon impact soon. And I'm actually not going to set it to strongest because right now it's being used more for the area of effect cluster attack thing, rather than being used as like an anti-Moab. So it's not really needed to be a anti-Moab or anything. It doesn't need to be set to strongest, obviously. Let's see. I'm not sure if I actually want. Well, yeah, I do want to give it camo detection, since that would be very helpful. I'm just gonna go with, or actually, you know what? I've got pretty good defenses right now. I've got a balloon Jitsu master and a balloon impact, so that's gonna be really helpful because the balloon impact is gonna get rid of any lead because it has that massive area of effect, and then it's also stunning the balloons, which gives it more time to pop the balloons. Including the camo, well, not including the camo balloons, but the Jitsu Master will be able to take care of the camo balloons with or without the stun, especially if the normal balloons, the non-camo balloons, are being taken care of or stunned by the balloon impact. So those defenses are pretty good. I can just save up for the valuable bananas. I might actually get the banana research facility, if I feel like it, basically. Let's see. I don't think I will, because right now I need to upgrade my defenses for some better anti-Moab, since I do have the balloon impact, but that's not specifically anti-Moab. So first, I'm going to build this monkey village, which I really should have put these closer to the actual defenses, but my mentality towards them is always to put them away from the places where I'm going to put offensive towers. Rather than within the range of the monkey village or whatever. So anyways, I don't need to give it the faster firing or the what's it called, semi-automatic rifle, because or I don't need to give it the night vision goggles, which means I'm not going to be going to the semi-automatic rifle, because I first want to try to get a cripple Moab to really slow down the Moabs, obviously. And then let me set this to strongest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this up before the Moab layer. Moab class? Yeah, no. So it's not going to be cripple Moab by the time the first Moab appears, but I should be able to reach that point pretty soon. And actually, you know what? Before I do get to cripple Moab, I would actually like to try to get a banana research facility, because then that's going to be very helpful. And because they're both kind of similar in price, because now that's 13,600 and that's 1275 basically, or 12,755 and 13,610. So it's pretty close. It's only like 1,000 or 2, or less than 2,000 off, more than 1,000, whatever. So it'd be quicker just to save up for the 13,000 and get the increased amount of money out of it, and then save up for the 13,000 again on the other one to get even more increased money out of it. And then use that increased income to save up for the cripple Moab even faster. So while it does delay the amount of time that I get to cripple Moab, it delays my purchase of the cripple Moab, but it decreases the total amount of time it takes to get all 3 of these upgrades, because now I'm getting a higher income now that I have the banana research facilities. And then now it really shouldn't take that long to get cripple Moab, because both of those give like 3,000 or 6,000 or like 3,600 or something. I don't remember exactly, but at least about 3,000 I think from each of those banana research facilities. Pretty sure it's 3,000, because it's like 5 boxes from each factory, and each box is 600. So yeah, that'd be 3,000. Anyways, so yeah, now I already got the cripple Moab, and I've got a lot of money, so I could potentially get another one or two, which would actually be kind of helpful. But I'll go for the semi-automatic rifle. If it can be a little bit stronger in terms of anti-Moab. Not so much on the single target, but well, it is actually still stronger on the single target, but then it can also help out a little bit more for any other balloons that pop out that need a little bit of extra sniper power to take down. But then that is going to eventually sort of cause the problem of having the balloons that come out of it be potentially in longer clumps of balloons, which the balloon impact is actually pretty good against, but instead I'm going to also throw down an Arctic Wind to make sure that my normal balloons are easily popped. And I did give it radar scanner and Monkey Intelligence Bureau, so that now even the Ninja Monkey can pop through lead balloons and frozen balloons, and then the Ice Tower can also pop can also pop camo, white, and zebra balloons, and then the Bomb Tower can also pop camo, black balloons, and zebra balloons. So all three of those towers can pop every type of balloon, except for the Moab. Specifically, the Ice Tower can't pop Moab, which is still really lame. But in terms of Moab defense, that's why I've got those 4 semi-automatic rifle snipers and a cripple Moab. And for anyone that hasn't heard or hasn't been around for whenever I explain it, the reason why I go for the semi-automatic rifle as a specific anti-Moab in comparison to the cripple Moab, or the .50 I believe it's called, is because the semi-automatic rifle does 7 layers per shot, right? Yeah, shots can pop through 7 layers of balloon, and the semi-automatic rifle allows snipers to take multiple shots and attack 3 times as fast, meaning that that's the 7 times 3, so 21 shots, or 21 layers, in the same amount of time as the single shot from the cripple Moab, which you can't see it here, but it does 18 layers. So the 21 versus the 18, it's only +3 in comparison to 18 and 21, so it's not a huge difference, but it is a bigger difference, and that means that when they do actually pop one of the layers, when they do actually pop one of the Moab layers, it's not going to be overkill as much. It's only going to be a smaller overkill, because it would be like every 7 shots they can change, or every 7 layers they can change targets, rather than every 18 layers, which is more than twice, or more than double. So like if it only had 5 layers left and they shot with the whole 18, then that's like 2 more shots that they could have fired on something else, rather than the semi-automatic rifle, where if there was only 5, then that's like 2 more layers that they wasted, but then they can shoot the next 14 onto a different balloon in the same amount of time that it would take that 18 shots onto that same 5 layer left Moab type of thing. Although if it only had 5 layers left, then that would, and if they're targeting strongest, then that means that their next target probably wouldn't be a Moab, unless one just appeared or something. But, you know, that's just the kind of thing that I think about when dealing with that, making sure they're all targeting strongest. These can all target first, or the Ice Tower obviously doesn't have any targeting. And then the high energy bacon is just there because I've got a lot of extra money due to the banana research facility, in which case I will also throw down a super monkey because they're really cool. And I always go with the techno terrors or the robo monkeys because I remember hearing that the left side upgrade on a super monkey is more for regular tiered balloons, and then the right side upgrade on the Robo Monkey or the Super Monkey is more geared towards Moab class balloons. And while I do have those 4 semi-automatic rifles and the 1 cripple Moab as my anti-Moab defense, and they are pretty strong, throwing in the Techno Terror is always great, because not only does it do better damage to the Moabs, obviously, it can also use its activate ability to just destroy all the balloons around it, which is generally all of the normal type balloons, and then most of the Moab type balloons. So then it's kind of doubling as both, where if it starts getting really overrun by normal type balloons, then it can just use the activate ability and get rid of them. But then normally, it can also just get rid of the Moabs pretty easily. And it's not like it doesn't attack normal type balloons, it's just not specifically geared more towards them in comparison to the left side upgrade. So That's why I'm going with that. And then, and oh no, is my game starting to freeze up again? Don't want to jinx it, but it looked like it was slowing down a bit. Probably just because of the round being a bit difficult for the game to process or whatever. And so now that we are already into round 77, this is venturing into the hard mode exclusive type of levels. Obviously, if you're on Impossible, I'm assuming you go to like round 90 or 100 or something like that. I've never actually played Impossible yet, but then obviously on medium you're only going up to round 65. So then now that we're on round 78 on hard, then obviously that's something that I haven't done yet on this game or on this track. Obviously I've done Deluxe Edition up to like around 100 or whatever, so that's not entirely new or whatever, but you know, just gonna throw down a bunch of Techno Terrors because I've got a ton of money left over from the Banana Research Facility, and it did give me a lot of lives. Not a whole ton of lives. I mean, it's like 8 times as many lives as I started with, sure, but there have been times where I was like over 1,000 because of how many banana farms I had, and more specifically how many upgrades I had on those banana farms. Anyways, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble with this track. I mean, it was one of the easier tracks, which makes sense, but I mean, because of the Banana Research Facilities and how early I was able to get them, it's just generating so much extra cash that it's just unstoppable. Alright, so let's see, if I can sell that for 37,000, I think I sell it for 80% of the original price, which means if you divide that by 4, which is about 9,000, and then multiply by 2, so about 18,000, add on top of the 37, so that's about 55,000 is about what I need, so I'll wait for 55,000-ish. And I was pretty close, so I was about 10,000 off, apparently. Maybe it's like 90% or something. Yeah, let me try it for like 45,000, and I'll try buying it. Pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know, maybe I was wrong. Or, I was gonna say because the Monkey Village reduces the price, but that wouldn't really affect that calculation, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. But, I don't know, I think that calculation is right. I just don't know why it was so much less than I thought it was. I mean, maybe I just had gained 10,000 cash in the time that I was actually buying the item, which is not that unlikely, considering I've got the 2 Banana Research Facilities, which both give 3,000, so it'd probably most be like 1,000 that I got from the Banana Research Facility, which means another 9,000 from the actual balloons, which doesn't sound that likely, even though it says like the 16,000 RBE. Oh hey, look, this is the last round. But even though it says like the 16,000 RBE, that's because there's so many layers on the actual Moab layer that doesn't actually give you cash, that, you know, we got to do stuff like that. So yeah, I got the achievement for express shipping Olympian. 3 tokens, 400 monkey money, gold medal or whatever. That's cool. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.